And he speaks the word of the Lord. He tells him, bring all your prophets on up here. And I alone am here. And if you know the story, he has them set up an altar. They kill 2 bulls. They cut them into pieces. And he has them put the bulls on their altar. But he says, but don't bring any fire with you. Don't bring no fire. He says, call on your gods, Baal, to come down and start the fire for you. He's so great. Your prophets are so great. You're so great. Kind of taunted them. And so they do all what they do, and they put the meat on the, slaughtered cow on the altar, bull on the altar. And they call down and cut themselves and scream and holler and call out for their gods to come down. And, by the time they can't even speak anymore, and they're calling and calling, and nothing happens. And Elijah says, well, now it's my turn. And he cuts up the bull. He puts it on the altar. He says, by the way, bring some water. Pour it over the sacrifice here. Pour it over. No, that's not enough. Bring some more water. And dig a trench around so the water can run down into the trench and be all over the ground and on the altar. And so the wood of the altar has soaked up the water. A little bit more water. Fill it up. So the trench is full and the altar is wet and the meat is wet. And he calls on the name of the Lord and the fire comes down and consumes it. And it amazes me that when Ahab told Jezebel about all that she didn't get afraid. That she didn't even repent, which tells you that there are some people that are just so locked into their sin that they will refuse to repent. And see, we don't like to talk about that, but that's just the truth. And it's not different today than it was back then. There will be those that will believe, they will repent, and they will turn to God, and there will be those that will not. And she got angry. She was like, you tell Ahab. I'm sorry, let me back up a little bit here. Then Elijah takes all of those prophets down to the river and he kills them all. He gets rid of the unbelief and the worship out of the land. He kills them all. And God told me some things you have to in your life, some things in your life you have to kill. You have to not be merciful with it. You have to be aggressive with it. Anything that draws you to worship a false god, anything that draws you to worship something other than God, you have to take it and aggressively kill it. And so he kills them all. And Ahab goes back and Elijah kills them all, and Ahab goes back and tells Jezebel, and she's hot now. She's real angry. And she tells them, do you tell Elijah that before the sun sets by tomorrow, I'm going to do to you what you did to my prophets. Now, mind you, this man just did all of these marvelous works, called down fire on a wet altar, and it consumed it. But when he heard that, he took off. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm out. He takes off. And he goes, runs, and he hides in a cave.